He's getting social issues in the hood or all over the world. Whatever I feel like I need to speak on, I always talk about it in all my other albums. This album is like, instead of it being a song here about the country, my country, whatever, or a line here about how I feel about this man or that man in politics or whatever it is, this, instead of it just being a line here and a song there, is a whole album about it, so I can really get it off my chest. So right now, I gotta say, I don't know how light it is. I don't even know if the album is really light. It's just me going off and doing it.
All right, now you had a song on the album too where you compare black people to roaches. So talk about that comparison, what that song's all about. Because it's easy for me to say, y'all, you're making black people talk about, but it's always something deeper than that. So I want to give you an opportunity to go and explain in depth what I'm talking about.
It's going to be hard to go into that. That's not really the objective of the song at all. I really want to wait till that song comes out. It's just me going off into different ideas, concepts, different metaphors and ways of saying things, you know what I mean? So I have fun with that record. I can't wait for people to hear that one. But it's not as, I don't think it's as crazy as it sounds.
Okay, so let's go through the rumor mill. So I was reading a few months ago, I don't know where the process is right now, but they're considering making a Belly 2. Are you involved with that? What's going on with Belly 2?
Belly 2 is something that's definitely has a potential to be made into a film. We got a little bit of things that we got to get together, like DMX. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, big up to my man, but you know, we just got to see where his head is at and see where he's at, because we were close to the jump start happening and we kind of got sidetracked. So I'm waiting for my man X, and then we can bring that one more classic for the hood, you know?
All right, and this too on a whole different topic. So you and your wife got an altercation in Miami. Her just suing the Miami Police Department for like $100-something million. Like, how's that process going?
I can't really speak on that. I think that suing for $100 million, that's not true. Yeah, that's not true. There was an altercation in Miami, big, huge misunderstanding out there, and you know, nah, it gets, man. So we're gonna see what happens.
All right, so you got a lot of flack for the last album called Hip Hop Is Dead, and I remember initially when I heard it, I'm like, you know, why would he say that? And then the older I get and the more I listen to the songs that come out, the more I kind of start grasping how you felt when you made the album name that. But too, you got a lot of slack for like rappers in the South for that. So talk about that whole process and what made you name it and what has come since then.
Man, it's just freedom, man. You know, it's just trying to tell all the hip hop artists, don't stay in a box. Don't do just what you hear out there and you hear what's popular. You know, have some kahunas, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be out there and say what you feel and really be out there and live it, man. A lot of people have gotten in the game and they find out how hard it is on their second time for a new album. You know, their second album, they see what they gotta face and what they up to, and you see all the phonies in the industry, you see all the thieves, you see all the people who steal what you're doing, and it's harder than what people think. And next thing you know, you wind up just doing what's trendy, and then you're out of the whole game. So, you know, if that's going to be the mentality of the artist, then the game is dead. You know what I mean? So be free. Do what you want to do in music and take a chance and challenge yourself.
All right, live in the studio with Nas. My next question is, you know, albums don't sell, radio's in a weird place, music, entertainment. What do you think they could do different in the music industry to help basically bring the music industry back up? Like hip hop, it's not just rap. Like a lot of people like rap albums are selling, but albums aren't selling. What can they do different, like technically or whatnot?
I mean, I have different points of views on that. A lot of artists have been raped by record companies, so it doesn't give them the motivation to keep putting their blood, sweat, and tears into the music, and they only seeing pennies in return. I think all the record companies should have been able to see the downfall of the record company coming when Napster hit, and instead they submitted to the way the internet was going instead of holding on and sticking to their guns and really doing better deals for the artists, so the artists could have more money to feel better about doing the records they want to do, no matter what kind of slump we in. But you know, now that there's a huge slump in the record industry, I mean, who knows what's going to happen, man? This thing is scary. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here talking about issues that I think affect myself personally. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to fall into that. I gotta have a hot record out right now. It's over. I think when people come to listen to me, they come to know that I'm coming from a sincere place, and it got nothing to do with what's happening in the industry, but more what's happening in the world. So I don't know, man. Who knows, man?
All right. So last but not least, When's the album come out? I heard like early June, right?
July 1st is
July.
the tentative date right now. I know I'm getting a lot of calls. They don't want me to push it back no more. Trust me, I don't want to push it back. It's very much complete at this point. Just fine tuning. So hopefully I can catch Independence Week, that July 4th week, hit y'all with some craziness.
All right, so Nas live tonight, Showbox Soto. Make sure you get your tickets at the door, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Perfect, man. Cool. Let me get a picture.